I'm not going to say in this video anything that you've never heard before about physical games. Many other people have said things about physical media in general, and I'm not going to change your mind on this. If you disagree with me that physical games aren't important, then I'm not going to change your mind here if no one else has. But if you're like me and you just want to hear someone else ramble about the importance of owning real things, of taking ownership over the things that you spend money on, then stay with me for a while. I have a few things I want to talk to you about. We are nosediving headfirst into an all digital anarchist future. We are on the verge of having game generations that are completely controlled by the corporations that publish the games. We are heading towards no, we're not heading towards. We are in the transition to that future right now. We're almost there to where we have no control over the things we buy. We are completely beholden to whoever makes these things and whoever owns these things. We're nearly at a point where we are never going to be able to say that we own Days Gone. We're never going to be able to say again that we own Yakuza Dead Souls, because boys and girls, you're not going to own anything and you're going to be happy about it. Owning games is as important as owning a cat. Like, if you buy a digital cat, sure, it'll be cute and all. You can give it digital treats or whatever, but you're never going to be able to hold it and cuddle it and feed it real treats and have that bond with a cat as if it's your child. And that's the same with games. I cannot stress enough the importance of, if you have any self-respect as a consumer at all, of actually owning things, of actually being excited to physically hold a copy of True Crime: The Streets of New York in your hands, and if at any point you don't want it anymore, that you can either give it to a friend who would appreciate it, or you can sell it and you have complete control over that because you own a copy of this game. Or if, Lord of behold, you feel like playing it again, you can play it again as long as you have the console that it still plays on. However, if you want to buy a digital version of Super Mario 3D All-Stars because you feel like playing it, tough shit, because that doesn't exist anymore. And I can say that about a lot of games that were printed on a disc, and there's no other way to buy them anymore because you are completely beholden to the companies that publish these things. And look, it's not just the doomer mentality of like, oh, make sure you buy everything or else you're going to be completely controlled by the companies. It's just, isn't it nice? Isn't it just nice to have physical things on your shelf? And I understand room might be an issue or whatever, but isn't it nice just to have a disc of Heavy Rain here that I can just pop into my PS3 whenever I feel like playing it, whenever I want to press X to Jason. I have the choice to do that with this. However, if I have a digital version that I bought years ago on my PS3, I better go and I better fucking make sure that that digital version is installed on my PlayStation 3 before they shut down the servers to the fucking PS Store. So, I mean, it's just nice to own something, and it's nice. Even if these companies were angels and we didn't have to worry about the fact that they're going to delist things, or they're going to shut down servers where you can't download things, or they're going to revoke your license, or they're going to delete your PSN account and all your games with it, or you unethically get banned off a service and all your fucking games that you've collected over the years go with it. All cases that can happen to you. Isn't it nice comfort knowing that you can just go to your shelf and you can pick out Ratchet and Clank All for One because you feel like playing a couch co-op game with your friends, and you can just put this in your PS3 and play it with them? Isn't it nice knowing that you can just come in here, nice little sanctuary of game shelves, just look at them and pick a game you want to play, pop it in and play it? To me, owning physical games means you own your physical games. You don't actually own a game if you own it digitally. And whenever I buy a game digitally, if it's cheaper on sale or whatever, or like there's a really good deal I can't pass up when I'm just fucking doom scrolling through the PS Store or the Xbox Store or Steam or whatever, and I pick up a game digitally and I really, really like it, I am going to make sure that I buy that game physically as soon as possible, or somewhere down the line, because I don't feel like I actually own a game if I only own it digitally, because I don't. Look, I have a sealed copy of a Ratchet and Clank movie game because I bought this game because it was released like 2 weeks earlier or something in Europe. I bought this game digitally on the American PSN and then bought it again when it came out here, and I never opened it. And I have a pristine unopened copy of Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, and that's just the type of motherfucker I am, because I I want to own my games. I feel like I own this game now, and I feel like I can go back and play it whenever I want, whenever I feel like playing it. I feel safer doing that as opposed to having some server saying that I own a license to this game. It's just, it doesn't feel right. And call me old, call me a dinosaur, call me not wanting to change with the times. But if I'm buying a license to a game, I'm buying a license to a game. I am not buying ownership of that game. I am renting that game. It's just the same as going down to Extravision and renting that game for a week. You have it longer than a week, sure. You have it until the company decides they don't want you to have it anymore, so you can buy the latest remaster of it again, or they can just delist it and they don't want you playing it again, or political landscape changes and they don't agree with what's in that game anymore, so they want to take it off you. Or even an example like PT, where they literally fucking stop you from downloading a game that, yeah, you didn't buy PT, but it's a game you downloaded, that you owned at one point, that you had on your console at one point, that you can no longer access anymore. God, I wish I had a physical copy of PT. Another thing that's really important to me about owning the physical games or the original releases of games on a disc is because if you don't have the disc of that gold master of the game, you will not be going back to that version of the game. You will not be rolling back any updates or anything on the PS Store, or on the Xbox Store, or hell, even on Steam. Maybe there's mods to do it, but it's much more annoying. But yeah, on a console anyway, you will never be going back to that original version of the game. Sure, maybe they're fixing stuff, maybe they're patching stuff that needs to be patched, but a lot of times they're removing things from the game that you don't want removed, or changing things about the game that you don't want. A good example of this is The Last of Us, where they removed a phone number from this game, which was a phone number for some adult phone thing, and that's just funny to me. I love shit like that. I love when weird things like that happen. But yeah, that was removed from this game. They patched it out, no longer in the game, and it ruins a lot of the originalness of the game. And that's just a funny example. I mean, with the GTA games, for example, they fucking patch radio stations out, they patch songs out, they just meddle with your game. Why are you letting them meddle with your game? Keep your porn fucking call centers in your game. Like, come on, we're never gonna get that back if you only have a digital version of this game on the PS Store. So, you know, it's just things like that. And sure, maybe they fix things, but come on. Physical games give you a look into the past. You take a game off your shelf, you smell it, you feel it, and that's a piece of history in time there that you own, that you are holding in your hands, that you have physically, that you can physically touch, that you can physically feel and remember the times, that you can physically put into your console and play again, or you can physically rip it back up of and play on an emulator. You can sell it if you're stuck on money and you have a particularly rare game or something. You've all this choice when you buy physical media. All of that is stripped away when you buy digital games. So look, you can call me a dinosaur, you can call me a sentimental old fuck, you can call me whatever you want. But without physical media, as a consumer, you're giving up a lot of rights, and you're giving up a lot of control over what you purchase, and you're giving up a lot of money, and you're giving up a lot of memories. Is really downloading a game going to give you the same feeling of taking a game off your shelf, opening it up, looking at the disc, the manual, if it's old enough to have one, and popping it into your console, and then just letting the memories come back? Is that really the same as downloading something on your console and then booting it up? You see, physical media, it's an experience. It's not just about the data on the disc. It's about the whole thing that surrounds it. I remember getting this game in the post, opening it. I have a video on the channel of me opening this game. And just I have all those memories, and I take this off the shelf. I remember all those things and how excited I was when this game came out. So yeah, I'm just an old fart. That's just a little rant I wanted to have. But yeah, that's it. Physical forever, and that's all I wanted to say really. Share physical media memories with me, or let me know if you're a digital fucker who wants an all digital future. Tell me why you want an all digital future. To give me good reasons as to why you want a digital future. We can have a little debate in the comments. Maybe I can do a little video response to you. Or you're welcome to come on the channel and debate me about physical and digital media. I'd love to do that too. I'd love to have my mind changed here. But until then, I'm gonna stick with my physical games, and continue buying them for as long as possible. As long as the companies let me buy them, I'm gonna be buying my physical games. So anyway, thanks for watching me ramble, and I'll see you for the next one. Good luck to you.